Yeah. Well, it said it starts. Your journey starts on a road with many names, and it ends when you pass through the king's domain. Wayne Gretzky Drive has 4 names.
Oh, that also has. So does St. Albert Trail.
Yeah, Wayne Gretzky Drive goes through King Edward
That
Park.
makes sense.
Road goes right by Government House. A lot of people were down at the Ledge because the road that leads to the Ledge has 3 names as well.
Huh.
Yeah.
Did you mention the crazy fog that we had last week?
No. The smoke?
Yeah.
It was smoke or fog?
It was smoke. There's
forest fires.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I wasn't able to leave the house for 2 days because I've got a baby and the air quality was so bad.
I worked outside.
Oh Jesus.
Whole fucking time.
Did you wear something?
You know what
No.
They said being outside for the day was the equivalent. No, being outside for an hour was the equivalent of smoking 14 cigarettes.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was China level bad.
It was yeah. There's this awesome picture I saw on the internet. I'll try and find it, but I took this crazy picture.
It was like what was that movie? Oh, the new Blade Runner. Remember the end of the new Blade Runner when they go to that like desert city and everything's red?
Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
But it wasn't red, right?
Yeah, well, it was red smoke, right? Like it was the sun filtering through made everything orange and red, and it was just awesome.
Oh
wow. So I took that picture, but there is this awesome one I saw. I'll see if I can find it.
Yeah, I just Googled it. It looks like post-apocalyptic.
So just a statistic note here. I'm finishing my first notebook with
there we go.
Yeah, notes for this campaign. I have 2 more pages left, so that's
no way.
That's one.
That's
awesome. So we have to finish today.
And this is
we have to do a lot of cool shit in order to fill that.
This is the size of the.
Wow.
Yeah. So James, I promised a surprise. So it's a surprise and a request. So I thought of a way to use your drawings live. So what happens right now? Yeah. So what happens right now is your drawings. I basically cut them into like each page. I cut it to 4x4, and I display it on the layout. And this will be presented while I do the recap.
Awesome.
Oh, that's a cool idea.
Cool.
Yeah. So all I need is for next session, just draw your drawings on like a comics layout.
Yeah, I can do that. I can make it a 4. I can divide it into 4.
Exactly. And then, so
that's awesome.
Yeah. Hopefully it will.
Cool.
Yeah, it is actually cool. So.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. So let's start. Are we good, Kanan?
Yep, I'm good.
Okay, amazing. So while your drawings roll out, you'll see it in the recording. You can't see it right now. So yes, you have fought a purple worm last session. It was part of a ritual to prove that one, you are worthy to be friends of the tribe of the elk. Plus, since the tribesmen, they really believe in bad omens, they feel that you have enraged the Ice Witch after killing the dragon. So the ritual was a way to make sure that you are true to your words, and that you are you didn't kill the dragon in order to annoy the witch. So you were taken to this lake of black ice. The tribesmen, they woke up this worm. It came out of the ice, and you had to fight her and eventually to ride its back to prove your might, and you did it amazingly. So you were embraced as friends of the tribe, and during the party after the ritual, you had a chance to talk to the king, to his daughters, Froya and Gwyneth, and you have learned that basically the daughters want the witch dead, but the king actually hides a secret. The Ice Witch is actually his eldest daughter, and he doesn't want her dead at all. So he believes that if you will maybe show her the evil ways of the dragon that she lived with, or maybe slay it, its other form, the form that she's trying to reanimate, or maybe if you take her to the sacred pool of Evermelt, then maybe she will be cured or be released of its hold. So this is what he expects of you, and for this to happen, he allowed basically you, the two sisters, and a bunch of warriors to escort you to this sacred pool, which is located at somewhere at the spine of the world. This is like a massive mountain range to the north of your location. So it will take a couple of days of travel, but you'll have help as you confront the witch. And you also know that she allied herself with the tribe of the bear. These are ruthless barbarians, devoid of any mercy, flesh-eating madmen. So she has their support. Am I missing something?
Nope.
No. Oh, there was two shadows that were standing behind one of the sisters.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah. Just as we ended, yes.
Correct.
Wait, who saw that? Forgar? No?
I think it was Forgar.
Yeah, I swear it was.
I saw it. I thought I was part.
Yeah, one of
you. We all made perception checks.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So
my one
certainly
good
wasn't
roll
me.
of the game.
I rolled a natural
Yeah.
1 on my perception, so I didn't see it for sure.
Yeah, so one of you saw one of the sisters. It was, I think it was Froya. She stood on the edge of the campfire, or basically the light of the campfire, and suddenly the campfire kind of flickered, and you can see the silhouettes of shadowy figures wrapped in black cloth behind her, and then they were gone.
Were they anything like the assassins that came after us when we were at the Xanathar's lair?
You are actually not sure, or at least according to the description of Forgar, it's not really. You didn't really get a very good look at them.
Okay.
Are we at a point now where like Forgar's walked over and looked and they're not there and we're discussing it?
We can assume so, yes.
Okay. Well, I don't think there's much we can do for it right now, but I think we should leave as soon as possible. Are we going to go to the hag's lair first so that we can try and either destroy her and or barter with her to get this curse at least delayed so that we don't continue to, I don't know, degrade or fine?
No.
No, not really.
It's not on your way. So to the north is, it's not really the north, it's kind of a left and right decision. So if you want to get to Evermelt, you have to approach the mountain range from the east, and the hag is basically on the west toward 10 towns.
Right, and but if we want to go to the witch and the Dracolich that she's raising, it's like straight ahead, right?
Yes.
We wanted to go there first.
Yep. If we manage to get her back, we can get help for the hag, definitely from this tribe.
No, then we get help from the magical pool that we need to get away.
Well, that too, sure.
Don't remember what is the magical pool supposed to do for us?
The same as the hag, it could stop the curse if we are worthy.
So
Problem is,
So
we're
we guess
doing the
we-
pool afterwards, right?
Well, yeah,
And
we're
it's
going to the snow witch or ice witch, getting her,
How long?
and then
How long
And
does
then-
it take to get to the witch's lair?
it should
Couple of
take
days.
a couple of days to get there.
And in that time, will we suffer more ill effects from delaying?
Yes. So basically, each day that passes, you basically lose. I think it's 1 hit point per day.
Right.
Right. So
Right.
at the end of this night, it will be 1 more, and then probably 2 more
Right.
as you travel.
And how many days to the hag's lair?
It's basically the same.
Every which way.
Yep.
So it'll be 4 days before we can get to the pool. If we go to 2 days to the witch, 2 days to the pool, and then maybe we get it delayed, or we go 2 days to the hag and maybe get it delayed.
How long?
and
How
the
long
pool
is it from
is
the?
4 days to the hag.
From the
2
pool to
days.
the hag
We
is
don't
4
need
days.
to go anywhere else first. We go to the hag first. Try and get this hit point loss stopped.
Or we go to the pool first, also to check out how the pool is.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Pool is equally dangerous, though.
I'm worthy. I don't know what.
as a hag, no.
That's
hag
what we were
is
told.
evil.
That's what
That
we were
hag-
told.
That,
That the
no,
pool
no,
is
that's just
equally
a simple
dangerous.
trial, like climbing a purple worm.
Did you call them simple? Or
Yes.
simple trial? Oh, okay. I see what you
Simple trial.
I thought you said simple tribe. I was like, whoa, hey, careful now. They're going to kill us.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think we should just put it to a vote.
I
So-
say we go. I say we go to the witch's lair. We take our chances, and maybe we'll be even worthier once we come back, if we do.
The witch's lair, then the pool, and try and get it taken care of there. Anybody? Everyone else?
I still
Yes,
have 40 HP left. I'm good.
Yeah. How much
James?
how much XP have we lost so far?
Hit points, you mean?
It's 5.
Yeah,
5
5.
max hit point.
We've lost 5. Damn.
I want to go to the witch. I want to get this dealt with. I'm not stoked on losing hit points.
Mm-hmm. Emiliano?
I'll go to the witch. I don't care if I lose more hit points.
And, okay. And, Sir James, you said the witch or the hag?
Oh, yeah, no, the hag. My bad. I meant,
Wow,
yeah,
it
go
looks
to the...
like you and I are outvoted. 4-2.
All right.
We go to the witch's lair.
Okay. So both the sisters, Froya and Gwyneth, are accompanied by Greehawk, which you have already met. And they arrange for 3 more warriors that are basically hunters-gatherers. They will scout the area, they will, make camp, bring you food, and fight at your side when needed. And they pack very small packages of equipment and food, and they get ready to leave first thing in the morning. They fetch you with furs and some equipment that will make your life easier at the cold. So better boots and gloves.
Is there anything that that they have that might pass for a great club for Harshnag?
So you haven't told them anything about Harshnag.
I'm still not. I'm just asking them if they have like a huge club.
Yes, but a big club, for them is for Harshnag,
I'm sure-
yeah.
I'm sure we can cut down a tree somewhere along the way, but we
Yep.
need to tell them about Harshnag then. So maybe should you guys want me to talk to the
The daughters?
what's his name? No, the guy that leads tribe.
Chief-
The
Shazra
Chieftain.
Actually,
Shazra says, maybe it's better to reveal that secret once we're on the way.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't. You gonna trust Shazra? Seriously, this clinger on who just wants to bang our druid, who we know nothing about.
Our oblivious druid.
I think that if we want to maintain the king's support, that we should be honest with him.
yeah, but they hate giants.
Yeah, they hit
The
him.
reason he stayed outside.
There's two of the sisters of the daughters coming with us.
Yes,
Mhm.
the two of them are coming with you.
I think
Yeah.
I feel like they would try. They would want to kill or capture poor Harshnag because they're
I think
definitely
like-
super evil.
I think the king is desperate enough.
Doesn't Greyhawk know that Harshnag's there? We left a couple of times to chat with him while we were staying at his camp.
No,
I
that
don't
was a
think
different
so.
guy.
The
That's not the guy's name.
Greyhawk, the guy.
Oh, do I have the wrong name?
There. The Greyhawk,
Okay.
he would know. And he might
Yeah,
have
he
told
was the
the
guy
others.
who saved us,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, right. Yeah, he
By
did
the
save
way-
us, so he did sell him.
Are the sisters coming over with us? When we talk to them, does they sound like they plan on? Are they set on killing the witch?
Make an insight check.
Yeah, and then us probably.
Or kill us and join the witch.
Mm.
That'd be crazy.
They might already be working with her.
But what if they want to kill each other?
I got it. 20.
So with a 20, you kind of you walk around them as they prepare for the journey, and they sharpen their blades.
Okay.
You are pretty sure they are not going to take any prisoners.
Mhm.
The other barbarian hunters that are coming with us.
Yes.
Could I do like an insight on them to see if they are loyal to the king or loyal to the two daughters?
That's a great question. Yeah, sure. Roll your insight.
Can I get advantage somehow on this?
Maybe if your bard will help you. Who did
Sure.
we lose? We lost someone.
James
Brian.
dropped.
Okay.
Hmm? No, I'm here.
Yes. It's fine. I rolled a 4 and a 20.
So how can I
So
help
a
him?
9.
You tell me.
I can
You give him
like,
inspiration.
inspiration
Not
dice. I
Yeah.
can tell you how much I helped you. You got an extra 3.
So 12.
A 12. Okay, so while the bard is playing some music at the
Stop distracting me, Corin.
at the at night, you wander around those warriors. You have a sense that they are loyal to the king, but if he's not present, his daughters are, a good enough authority figure that they will listen to them, unless they command them to do something like utterly stupid. They will do what they say.
Is the king not interested in joining us?
No, he will stay behind and stay with his remaining tribe. But Anderist, after talking to the king, you have a feeling that maybe he is afraid to confront his daughter again, and you also believe that the secret is a secret. So maybe him being there will
Reveal it.
Yeah.
And the daughter that he's afraid, is it Froya that he's afraid of, or both of them?
They both. He's not afraid of them. He's just. They both kind of assail him all the time and harass him all the time. So.
Right, but Froya's the one who disagreed with him, and
Yes,
Gwyneth
yes.
is the one who agreed with him.
Yes. And Gwyneth is
Okay.
the youngest. Froya is
Okay.
the eldest, but you know better.
And they both seem really shady and don't seem to agree with the king a lot.
They would have preferred to run things otherwise. Yes.
Yes.
All right. Let's go kill a witch.
Yes.
Sure.
I
Oh.
don't think we should have Harshnag with us, like have him meet us on the way there,
Yeah, I think.
I-
and then reveal it on the way there. And we should also be really worried about Roy and Wynneth turning on us.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I very much disagree with waiting until we're on the road to surprise them with a giant.
Yeah. We should not blindside the blind.
Not surprise them. Tell them on the way there.
Yeah, how is that not a surprise? I think we should we should tell the king in confidence so that he can at least talk to his daughters and give them a command.
Mm-hmm.
Do his daughters know that she is
No.
the witch is a sister?
Their
of them?
sister? No.
No, they don't.
No, the king and us are the only ones who know.
Can you tell the king, like in your type of private talk, that we have a friend waiting for us outside, a giant?
I don't think he would appreciate me using my telepathy on him. I think that would make him uncomfortable, but I think I can probably get a private conversation with him.
Okay, sure, go for it.
But again, I think it should be a vote. I think fairly
Tell
likely.
the king.
It is a good idea.
We
to
need-
tell the king.
If you
Okay.
can, it
I
can be
don't
done
think so.
in actual privacy, and you can make sure that there's no shadows around.
Mm,
We can at least see how he reacts to it.
yeah.
Probably not very
No.
well.
Well, I mean,
I
we're gonna go look for the witch and try and stop this, whether or not he approves of our giant friend.
I mean,
Like-
he's literally the leader of a group that is known for hating giants. So
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll request a conference with the king. And before I go in, I'm going to cast Detect Magic and scan the room.
Okay.
And I guess make a perception check to see if I can see anything non-magical that I should be worried about.
Sure.
Do you want somebody to come with you?
Yeah, sure. Somebody who's perceptive.
I
Wait,
got
what? Who said that?
What?
I got a
Yeah,
good
I'd-
perception.
I'd be happy
Okay,
with
perception.
our monk to come with us. If I
Okay.
want somebody
You
watching
think
my
I'm-
back.
You think I'm perceptive? Okay.
I feel like you are, but I don't know, what the numbers say.
Well,
I want to
wisdom isn't my lowest stat, so that's something.
Oh, okay, then never mind. Somebody else.
yeah, I'm
Who's coming?
I'm coming.
Oh, good.
I got
Druid.
it.
Perfect.
I said wisdom is my lowest stat.
Oh. I don't
In
care.
the,
Somebody make
in
up
the
their
meantime,
mind.
I want to find one of the daughters, just any one of them, and start asking her about Evermelt, like some sort of fanboy, just taking up her time and making sure that she isn't possibly in the room during this conversation, or maybe even two of them.
Yeah, sorry, can you repeat that?
That
So-
I want to just get the attention of the one or two of the daughters and begin asking them about their tribe and Evermelt and just a bunch of questions on and on and on to keep them busy.
Oh, I'm in.
Okay.
I'll totally help you with that.
So,
Okay.
and the rest and who else are going to the king?
I am.
Okay.
Okay, my perception roll was crap. I hope you rolled well.
It's a 24.
Mine was a 3.
It's a tarp.
Okay, so, well, can't speak today. Peleus, as you approach the king's tent, you are distracted by a cloud of flying birds, one that you've seen before.
Whoa,
Yeah.
that noise.
The cloud is just leaving the tent, and you believe that's the druid you have
druid,
met
yeah.
before. Yeah. So this is what you see when you approach the tent. The tent's flap is open, and the king looks at you and waves like, "Come in, come in."
Perfect. Close the tent flap as we go in. I'll just... all I want to do is just want to apologize to him because I assume he knew. I assume Greehawk told him. But I wanted to not assume, let him know that we have another companion. We didn't bring him in out of respect for the tribe because we understand there's some animosity. Blah, blah, blah. We do have another member of our party.
Do you say the name Harshnag?
No.
Let's not. No,
So he
No,
he-
I'm just say that it's a giant.
So
I
he-
know
no,
they
don't say
like
it's
them.
say it's a
We have to. I'm not gonna
companion.
lie.
It's a big boy.
so
The
he
point is to tell him the truth.
so he looks at you
it's a-
and says,
It's a very tall dwarf.
It's very tall dwarf, the tallest dwarf you've ever seen. He's been cursed with gigantism
And light blueism.
and light blue and whiteism.
So when you
He's very old.
When you say that, he looks at you and says, "Oh, the name. Give me the name. Who is the giant?"
Name is irrelevant. I just wanted you to know that he's coming with us, and I vouch for him. If you want your daughter back, this is our best chance. He's most definitely
He
more
says,
powerful than us.
"Giants are treacherous. He will skin you
Yeah.
when you're in the weakest. Who is
If
traveling with you?"
if he does that, I assure you he'll be dead. He may be physically strong, but he's mentally weak. Can't stand up to my magic. And that's when I'll use my
Don't-
telepathy on. I'll use my telepathy on him. Just touch his mind a little bit
Out
to
of
let
my-
him know that I.
Out of my
It's gonna
mind,
get
Raven.
angry, dude.
Out of my mind, Raven. Fine, if you
Done.
found some stupid frost giant, just make sure that it doesn't turn on you.
I will do that. I will be responsible for him. I need you to be responsible for your people and make sure that they don't attack him,
You should talk.
unless he attacks them.
I will talk to my daughters.
Thank you. Out, and I'm just gonna walk away.
Okay.
I'll go and talk to Harsneck and let him know the plan about
Hmm.
the ice witch, and she seems to be reassembling the dragon we killed.
Okay.
Yeah, and don't attack any of these barbarians.
He
Please.
he kind of stretches his big muscles, kind of ready to travel. He seems happy.
Perfect.
Yes, but do tread careful about these other humans. They don't seem to like you much. But we don't trust them. They might be evil, and we might need to kill them.
He says, "Well, my reputation precedes me as a giant slayer. They should know my name and."
Oh yeah, well don't worry about it. I'm sure Andres told them all about you. Anyway, go on.
Yep, absolutely, absolutely.
Rukvi,
Yeah.
roll perception as you approach the sisters.
20. Not natural 20.
What?
Amazing. So, when you approach them, they are not together. So, you move through the camp, you encounter Wineth, and with this, with your perception, you can see her sliding a scroll case into a pocket inside of her kind of deep, robes and cloth and furs. And she's very delicate about it. So and then she spots you and waves.
What you got there?
Oh, it's a lucky charm.
Oh. Is it some sort of cool nature druidic spell?
You should have something like this yourself, right?
Oh, I've got a couple tricks, yeah. But the druids that taught me, they know so much more. There's so much to learn. Very curious.
She says, I've studied a little bit of druidic magic, mostly by watching the stars and watching the clouds and watching the birds go by. There's something unnatural about one of you, an essence of death.
Death.
And she says,
Yeah.
Yeah, this is where you try and lie.
I wonder
He
who
was
she's
about
talking
to say your
about.
friggin' name.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Andreas. Yeah.
I think Ruki says, "Yeah, I get it. Yeah, he's intense in that way." Good guy though.
What's his story?
Grim Reaper, he's our friend.
The Grim Reaper, yeah, I like it.
Oh, I don't know his story. He's very mysterious that way. So tell me about Evermelt. This magical pool. I want to visit it and just tourist here. So yeah, what can you tell me about it? It's powerful, right?
She says, yes, it's a sacred location for all of the Reghead tribes. It contains the essence of Icewind Dale, the heart of ice, with a flaming power inside of it. It is rumored that it contains a magical treasure for those who are worthy enough to enter the pool to its icy and burning waters and pick it up.
Wow. How many people have tried?
Oh, many
Have you seen anybody
people,
try it?
Many people have tried. And
How many
now,
succeeded?
and now you say they tried and failed? No,
Yeah.
they tried and died.
Totally
Wait, so that's not failure?
Try and die. That was our earlier motto. Before we...
Yeah, that's kind of our jam.
Yeah, well, it used to be.
Yep.
So this young man with a dark soul, you say he's intense, but I never hear him talk.
No, he talks all the time. He talks more than most of us, I think.
I think we're not talking about the same man.
Oh? Are we talking about Peleus? He doesn't talk that much.
No, I think I've heard the name Galen.
Galen. Oh, Galen's a sweetheart.
Is he?
There's nothing dark about him.
No.
Not one hair on his head is evil, man.
You know,
Hair on his back.
I'm very worried about our journey. We
Oh,
are... Well, you have passed the tests, but the spirits tell me that if our souls aren't pure when we embark on a journey, there will be blood on the way.
There's a moment of uncomfortable pause as Rookby hears that and looks away for a second.
Let's go to my sister.
Okay, sure. Let's change the subject, yeah. Tainted souls.
So Gwyneth takes you to Froya, who is helping her 3 warriors to pack for the journey. And Froya seems concerned. As you approach, she kind of barks at Gwyneth, saying they have a frost giant with them. And Gwyneth looks at you.
Again, just the nicest guy has helped us out. Really the nicest frost giant I've ever met. This is true.
Roll your something.
Charisma?
Generic, yeah.
Yeah, something
Well,
generic.
it's not deception, since I'm sure it's the nicest frost giant I ever met. It's the only frost
It's
giant.
the only one. It's the only one.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's not inaccurate.
I gotta try to lie, but not lie at the same time.
Yeah, it's deception.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's
so I
like
rolled
that's like
15.
Okay.
That's my deception is 3, so 18. Wow.
Okay. So Froya looks at you and says, well, you are full of surprises.
I try to learn something new every day. Can you guys teach me something new? Something about your tribe, or
She said-
some spell? I know a little bit of magic, and as I pet my elk that might have been walking next to us the entire time, my fey elk.
Froya gives you a small bottle. like a small
what's this?
vial, and she says, "This is a potent healing potion. You should drink it
Oh,
before you go to sleep. It will ease and remedy all the weariness of a day worth of travel. You'll sleep like a baby."
hmm. If I drink this during combat, will it heal me?
No, it only works when you sleep a night's sleep. It
Well,
accelerates the natural healing of the body.
well,
The
thank you very
magical
much.
magical potion that they got from the alchemist Pawsby. They call it Rohypnol.
All right. Well,
Enjoy.
I
Too
put it
soon?
in my bag. I didn't get the reference. Sorry.
Bill Cosby? No?
Come on.
Anyways.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's it. Maybe he'll try to push to ask. Damn, I had it on the tip of my tongue, but I forgot what I was gonna ask. Oh yeah, have you ever met the witch?
Oh no, only our father did. Just once. He made a deal with her to make sure she doesn't harass our tribe again, but apparently the deal has been broken. We should deal with her once and for all.
Yeah, she can be redeemed. I'm sure. There's hope. Quickly, there's light in everybody almost.
They both smile because they do see you as the naive person, especially after all your lying around. They smile and say, "She has been conspiring with a dragon."
We all make mistakes, don't we? It's tough out there and confusing.
Certainly.
Well,
Let's go.
we'll see what happens.
Let's
go.
One of the scouts, a man named Aiden, leads the way. He leads to the east and then to the north, and basically what you see is rolling hills that become more and more rocky as you traverse further to the north. The temperatures drop immediately as you start to climb, and as it is, it's already deep into the fall, so it gets uncomfortable really fast. Harshnag only joins like after you have cleared the tribe camp, and he keeps his distance. So you can see him, this hulking figure, moving sometimes to the right, sometimes to the left of you. He doesn't get too close. And you can see that the barbarians are, they don't feel really comfortable when he gets too close, and he on his side kind of sensed that. So he keeps his distance.
I'm going to go up to the sisters and tell them, I hope you don't mind, but I think I'll go keep my friend over there some company. I'll meet you guys a bit later. And I go over to walk with Harshnag.
Okay.
And I will strike up a casual conversation with one of the guards, and I will ask about the birds that are native to this region,
Okay.
and if there are any birds that have weird colors, like very neon colors, maybe like red or blue or something.
Okay. So you, Quirian, you head to Harshnag, and he accepts your presence in silence. He doesn't say anything, and you simply walk with him. Anything you want to ask him?
Do you need some weapons or armor? Should we be looking for such a thing on our way?
He says that he will carve something out of a fallen tree once we make camp.
Okay. Are you okay with the current situation of all the barbarians walking across over there?
He says yes, but we are being followed.
By whom?
That I do not know.
Okay. I tell him about what we know about the witch and about the enmity between the sisters and her. Well, actually, just the hatred of the sisters towards that witch and our actual secret mission that is secret from them. We really want to somehow get that witch over to Evermelt.
He says, have you ever heard about the goddess Ariel?
Have I? I don't think I did.
Make a... keep losing my pages. Make a history... religion check. It's an intelligence check.
Okay, my best. I got a 9.
Okay. So, with a 9, all you remember is some reference to this goddess who is basically the merciless goddess of cold and winter. She is sometimes known as the Frost Kiss, sorry. And it is said that her kiss is the one that kills those who fall asleep in the ice and, freeze. So this is basically what you know. And he says that sometimes she chooses someone to manifest her powers, and the barbarians, they don't know what to do with this, so they simply give this gifted child to the ice. Most of them die, and then he shrugs and says, well, it appears that one did not.
So do you think that there's a chance that Evermelt might actually save her? Assuming we do get her to her.
It is a magical pool. It might help her control her powers. Without guidance and proper education, her powers might be out of control. And then he quickly turns the conversation and asks you, what do you know about this dragonborn Forgar?
Well, he's been my friend for ages now. We've embarked on our journey together. He's a straight shooter. He's very strong. He's very pious. Why would he ask?
He says, who did we lose?
Emiliano.
Emiliano. Oh my.
There he is.
Okay. He says, I think that we are watched because of him. We'll see. Special effects.
There was that. I don't know if I know the story. This is me asking out of character. There was that guy who came over and gave Forgar this potion of flying, right?
Mm-hmm. Correct. Yes.
And that demon told us that this gift is actually also coming with a price. Maybe this is a guy who's trying to watch us right now.
Maybe. You're not sure. Peleus.
I'll go over to Forgar and relay that information.
So as you are about to walk there, Harshnag puts an arm over your chest, like a big arm. Peleus, you head off with those scouts. That can't be. So you learn that one of them is a female. Her name is Gilda. Aiden is their leader, and Rong is the youngest. He's basically a child. So they seem very, very at ease in this scenery that is basically a frozen wasteland of ice. Sometimes you top a hill, there are some crumbling trees, there are very little vegetation, and as you climb, so right now you're basically still far from the mountain range, but you slowly climb. They are talking to each other without too many words, so mostly sign language and nods. They make a lot of eye contact, and it seems like they kind of really know what they're doing in this surrounding. And you asked about special birds, so Rong takes the time to kind of tutor you, and he points and he basically gives you the sign of each of those birds. So it's not even a word, it's a combination of, you know, all kinds of these.
Okay.
And you learn that the patterns of, you know, when a bird appears or a different bird kind of flies away, it tells them all kinds of things about maybe monsters that are around, maybe about you know, beasts that are lurking nearby. So it actually helps them finding food and avoiding trouble, and maybe finding you know, a cave to rest at, etc. So you kind of catch some of this.
That's interesting.
Naturally,
Does he tell me what a red bird means?
naturally, it means that you open a distance from the main group.
Yeah.
And you are talking to Rong and you know, asking question, etc. When suddenly an arrow flies from somewhere in front of you, whistle past, and let me see. So you both duck out of the way, and the arrow hits like the lowering top of a hill just behind you, and it is buried like half through its shaft. So it was shot with a lot of power. All of the scouts duck, and Rong pulls you down as well. At this point, you hear some shouts from the main group, and Quarian, the same applies to you. So you're about to leave, and then Harshnag stops you, and you hear like fighting in the, you know, in the middle group. So I need you all to roll initiative.
Okay. A 12 for Peleus.
12.
It's totally a wife that's back, Quarian. You got a new contract.
He's pissed. Oh
Still
no.
not back home.
23 for Quarian.
Okay.
Only at 9 for Galen.
6 for Forgar.
I have a +5. Come on.
I have a -1.
12 for Rugby.
12 for Rukvi.
20 for Anderist.
Yes.
Rukvi. Okay. So Harshnag is at 19, and I'll roll for the scouts. Oh, that's very bad. 2. And okay. Okay, so Quarian, what do you do?
I look at where's did I see something?
Make a perception check.
Not much. I saw like an 11.
So you do see figures moving through the ice around you and shooting bows.
How far are they from us?
Something like, let me see. 100 feet, something like this. So, and they
Okay.
kind of circle you.
Oh, so they're not exactly clustered together or anything.
Correct.
What's the distance from one another?
Something like 30 feet apart.
30 feet apart.
Yeah, all you can see is broad shoulders furs covering them, and they kind of mix well with the scenery. Like they wear whites and grays and browns.
Got it. Okay. A minute. Awesome. Okay. I'm going to cast Enemies Abound on one of them.
Okay, what does that do?
It's a range of 120 feet.
Mhm.
That's what it's going to do. It's going to have to do an intelligence saving throw, DC 15.
Okay. Intelligence. Okay, failed.
All right. So now all of its allies, including us, it's going to try to attack one of us at random. Going to last for 1 minute, and it's a concentration spell. It needs to choose a target at random from all the creatures that it can see within his range,
Okay.
and attack them.
Oh,
And it
on-
also gets to attack
On its turn?
on its turn. Yeah.
Okay, great. Amazing. So you
And,
cast the spell
I also duck.
and you duck. Amazing. And the rest, what do you do?
So I have a question before that. Did they bring along elk for us to ride, or are we walking?
No, you're walking.
Okay, then I will have been falling behind. There's no way I'm going to be able to keep up with them. I'm guessing none of them slowed down to accompany me, so I'm somewhat alone.
The scouts have moved ahead, and they are kind of faster than the main
Yeah.
group. The main group is basically Galen, Peleus, Forgar, Rukvi, and the two sisters. And
okay.
you have Harshnag and Quarian basically to the right. Or
To the side,
yeah.
yeah.
To the side.
Okay, yeah, so I will be behind everybody else a little bit. Can I see them well, or are they just kind of figures in the distance?
Make a perception check.
Oh, 6.
So yeah, no, all you can see are like these are big figures, and they move gracefully through the snow, and they shoot bows that are very, very large and black.
Big like a barbarian or big like a giant?
Big like barbarian.
Oh, okay. And they're farther than 30 feet?
100 feet from you and 30 feet apart.
Leave me with much. I'm going to cast invisibility on myself.
Okay. That's good.
And then I will move towards them.
Okay. Harshnag leaves you, Quarian, and take a few long strides toward the group, lifting a big rock from the floor. He kind of aims, throws it, and hits like dead on one of the figures, who takes.
Cool.
Okay. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Okay, that's wow. I rolled 3 10s and a 9 on a 4d10.
Oh my god.
That's like unbelievable. That's almost like 45 points of damage with so one of the figures simply disappears behind that rock, and he's never seen again.
Wiped from history.
Yeah. Okay.
Deleted.
At this point, you all take another barrage of arrows. Quarian, you ducked. So much harder to hit, I think.
One of them might try to hit one of his guys.
Ah, correct. So an arrow sticks right in front of you, but doesn't hit you.
Okay.
One of them is trying to shoot his friend. The friend takes the arrow, looks at the one who just shot him, and actually doesn't say a word, which is very strange. And you also didn't hear a shout of pain or something like that. It's simply kind of, you see the head turns to look at the one who attacked him, which is strange.
Okay.
Okay. Forgar. You take an arrow. Oops. Taking 5 points of piercing damage. And Galen, you are very much surprised when two of those furry clothed figures jump you. You didn't see them coming. I need you to make an acrobatics check as they try to grapple you. Two of them.
Acrobatics check. I'm decent at that, so that's a 28.
Okay, amazing. So they try to grab
Natural
you,
20.
and they fail. So you wiggle free as they try to grab you. So you stand between those two big creatures. You can see that they are wrapped like ninjas, and one of them has very, very pale gray skin, but the eyes are alive, so it is human. The other one has poke marks all across his forehead. It's the only part that is visible through his mask. So sickly humans, and they say nothing as they draw short blades.
Zombies.
Peleus.
Okay.
Just before, one question: did we rest since the purple worm, or is it
Yes,
still the
yes.
same
No,
day?
no, no. You rested and left
Right.
in the morning.
So did we also lose another max hit point then?
Yes,
Mhm.
Okay, so we lost 6 hit points total.
total.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Good.
I haven't not marked that down yet. Okay, so the two archers. Is there anything on the way to them where I can hide behind, like a tree or something?
Sure, sure. Yes, of course.
Or boulder?
Yeah, boulders, trees, dead trees mostly.
Okay. I will run up to them. If I can catch more of them within a 20-foot cube, I will do. But if I can just catch one, that's fine as well.
Okay.
And yeah, I will hide behind the rock and cast Earthquake. No, Erupting Earth.
Okay.
It's actually called. And they have to make a dexterity saving throw.
What's the DC?
DC is 16.
Failed.
Okay, they will take. They will take 21 damage.
Okay. Wow, that's amazing. So two of them fall as the earth below them kind of explodes, but again, no sound from them. They simply vanish behind, underneath all the rubble. You believe you have killed them.
Okay, cool.
Okay, Rukvi. What?
I will keep hiding behind the tree.
Okay.
Or behind the rock.
Okay. Rukvi.
Rugby mounts his elk, and he tries to flank them. They're in a circle around us. He wants to just get in with the circle and just start pummeling through it.
Okay, you can do
with
that.
his hammer.
Sure, no problem.
All right.
So is it simply a movement, or do you want to try and attack one of them?
Movement, and if he can get up to one of them, he's gonna want to hit them.
Okay, so yeah, you kind of run, and as they approach you to shoot you and to attack your party members, you can run and position yourself in a way that basically you are now behind them, looking at the group as they attack them. So
Okay.
So make
Yeah,
your
so
attack.
I'll make my text. All right. Crit.
Oh, good.
Time to smite. So that's gonna be 18 bludgeoning plus. Where is it? Here it is. Let's cast it at second level. How does this work again?
You double those dice also.
Are they doubled already? Because I only clicked it once.
Yeah, seems like it. It is 48 that rolled. It just rolled poorly.
Yeah, I rolled. Okay, so that's 18 bludgeoning and
Hmm.
and 11 radiant
Oh no,
damage.
wait, that's 3d8, I think. It's
Yes,
only 3d8, I think it rolled.
unless you cast it at second level, then it's 48.
Yeah, they cast a second level.
Okay, so that's another one dead.
Well, and then I have another attack,
Amazing.
by the way. And this one is an 11, though.
Okay, so you missed the other one who is too far. So you try to reach him. You wave your weapon, but he simply takes a step back and avoids that. Again, no shout of pain from that fallen figure. Galen, you are in between two of them.
Yes.
What do you do?
I will use my quarterstaff to
Okay.
poke them lightly. 17 to hit, and
Okay.
18 to hit. Do those both hit?
Both hit, and make a perception check as you do.
Wait, it was 21 points of damage and 17 for my perception.
Okay, so 21 points of damage to the first
Yeah.
attack kills it. Like you hit it on the face, you can hear bones breaking.
The first attack was 13 points of damage. Is that enough to kill it?
I thought you heard.
Both
You said 21.
attacks. Yeah, for the 2 attacks. I attacked twice.
So
Combined.
yes.
Yes.
Amazing. So,
Yes.
what was your perception?
17.
Okay, so as you knock it down, something flies from his hand, and you can see your the tooth you picked from the dragon.
Oh.
The creature pocketed it while trying to grapple you, so it is resting on the floor now, on the ice.
Yes. Well, I do have a bonus action.
Okay.
And I will not use my bonus action to pick it up, but I'll use my bonus action to kick the other guy. Twice.
Okay. Do that.
That's a 10 to hit and a 17 to hit. I
So-
assume the 10 doesn't hit.
Correct.
So 9 points of damage also.
Okay.
Only.
Good.
And if I can with my movement, just like step on where the tooth landed, so I'm standing on it.
Okay. Good. Forgar, what do you do?
There's nobody in. Like, I'm gonna have to run up to hit people, right?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. I will run up towards the nearest guy.
Okay. So one of the those around you in a circle.
Cool. And then I'm gonna swing out with my. I am going to. No, I'm gonna do this right.
Don't
I'm
miss.
gonna cast Searing Smite as a bonus action. And then I'm gonna hit the nearest guy, hopefully. That is a 20.
Yes.
Not that good.
Nice.
I hit something. And the Searing Smite does a bonus D6 fire damage. Lame. So lame. Okay, so that does 8 damage. No. Okay, so it does 1 regular damage plus 5 frost damage and 2 fire damage because I like to break things up.
Okay.
Mhm.
So after your attack, and as soon as Galen picks up the dagger, they all retreat, leaving their dead behind. As fast as they can.
Yeah.
They simply.
Can we get a attack of opportunity on the ones that's running
Let's
away?
let's assume you can, and that you drop 2 more.
Perfect.
That's fine.
I wanted to kill the one next to me. Good.
What about the one that I cast the confusion on? Is the enemies abound? Is he also?
We can we can assume it's either dead or we
Okay.
shook off the spell any way you want it.
All right.
I'm invisible still for another hour. Can I follow them?
Sure. Yes.
Ooh.
You want to
Follow them for half an hour.
Okay.
Nope, I'm just gonna leave. I don't think I'd have time. I'm not the fastest person.
So do you want to follow them?
Do you say anything to us before you follow them?
Only if I pass by one of you
And follow
within
them.
30 feet, because then I can telepathically tell you. So, do I pass by someone?
Yeah,
You do?
let's assume you do.
Okay, I'll just whisper in your mind that I'm following them. I'll be back in an hour.
Okay.
I
See
want to.
footsteps in the snow.
That sounds like a really bad idea.
Andarist, you follow them for a couple of minutes, and then you can see that there are something like 8 left of them, and then they split. Half of them go one way, the other half goes another way, like totally opposite directions.
Is there a smaller group? I'll follow the smaller group.
Okay, so you follow 3 of them who head back on the tracks that basically you have walked. So you believe that now you are backtracking.
So they're going back towards the team?
Yes.
Ooh,
As you follow them a little bit more, you can see that they veer off to not encounter the group again. So now you have a choice. You can either go back to the team, like after half an hour of wandering in the snow, or you can continue to follow them.
There's 3 of them, you say?
Yes.
I will come back to the team.
Okay. Good.
And let them know what happened.
Okay.
Yeah, seems like they really want this tooth back.
What are they? What are they?
Yeah, I want to investigate one of the dead bodies.
Yes. So you all hover, kind of, tower above a couple of the bodies as you drag them, and the scouts are also interested in that. But once they unmask some of them, and you unmask some of them, you see the sickly features of humans who were transformed in some way. So they got bigger, more muscles, their facial features became savage, but you can definitely see that their body have gone through some disease. It might be, leprosy or like terminal diseases, but somehow these people are still up and functioning.
When I get back, can I make a medicine check?
Yes.
21.
Before he gets back, I guess right after combat, where are the daughters?
So they seems to have at least trying to fight a few of those, but once the masks are off, they kind of avoid them and call them plague people. Don't touch them.
What people?
Plague people.
Plague people.
These are the filth of 10 towns. Those savages. They don't treat their ill. They banish them from the city, and they have to fend for themselves. They were probably after our food.
Oh. Well, you don't have to worry about diseases around me, ma'am.
We should probably burn these.
Yes.
Hold your horses. Let me look at it first.
Winter is coming.
I'm not worried about the cold.
Your medicine check?
I am the Winter King. Yeah, 21.
Okay, so the check indeed confirms what you have believed. It seems like these people were dying of their each of his own respective disease, but some magical ritual transformed them to become those super beings. But it came with a price. Their bodies are broken and transformed and deformed.
So my investigation will be somewhat medical. So I'll strip it right down, and while I'm doing so, I'm going to look for any kind of markings, tattoos, anything that might help me identify them.
So you do
A little bit more.
find a tattoo once you get to look at it. It looks like a screaming mouth with an eye inside of it.
And where is it on their body?
Each one has it in different places and with different clarity levels. So on some of them it's really blurred.
Right.
Some of them it's kind of brand new.
Right. So new versus old. I'm going to confer with the team to see if anybody recognizes it, and I guess I'll make a, I don't know, intelligence check, a history check. Can I make a history check?
Yes, you can.
16.
Or religion check, maybe?
That's gonna
No.
be
History is my bag,
Try
not
to help
religion.
Did you say yes to religion or no?
Yes, you can, of course.
18 on religion check.
Okay.
10.
So both of you basically bring up nothing. You don't remember ever seeing such a symbol. Then again, you haven't visited 10 towns, so you don't have any way to confirm the what the sisters have told you. But the scouts seems to believe the same, that these are this is like proof to the evil of the people of 10 towns. They kind of brand the sick and banish them to fend for themselves. This is the result.
So afterwards, I assume they're the keeping their distance. They're afraid of these, even the bodies, the dead bodies.
Yes, they don't approach them. They kind of leave them on the snow.
Okay. Perfect. So I'll go finish my investigation, and I think rather than drawing one of those tattoos, I'm just gonna remove it
Okay.
while nobody's looking.
Yeah, gruesome but effective.
You're not looking. Shut your face. It's
I'm
good leather.
always. My God's always
No.
watching. Let's be real.
Oh my God, you creeper.
Monkey.
Shazra whispers at your ear when you are doing your work and rest.
Jesus.
The hag.
She scared me.
The hag could probably help you figure it out.
I agree.
She really was
I'm
good
not-
to that hack.
Yeah, I catch myself after agreeing with her, and I'm like, shit.
Before we move on, I would like to have a quick word with Quarian and Andres, and showing the dragon tooth again. Like, is there some way you could maybe hide this magically, so it can't be tracked? They seem to really be wanting to have this back, so they'll probably keep attacking us, trying to get it back.
I have nothing that could permanently alter its appearance.
Not also being just magically hide it somehow. I know you have magic.
Yeah,
I'm sure
I
you
know.
can do it. I believe in
None
you.
of that kind of magic. I thank you, appreciate it, but I don't have anything for that. I know somebody who could.
You know what? I might be able to polymorph it, but polymorph it doesn't hold that long. It would hold for like an hour. That's it.
I think it's only a creature you can polymorph.
No, I can polymorph an object as well. I think.
Right. Yeah, but still, and it might still be able to be located.
Okay.
Oh, I'll just keep. I'll just make sure it's really secured on myself, like tying it to my chest or something somewhere, so it inside all the layers of clothes, so they can't get to it easily.
What I could do, I'd have to renew it every hour, is I could use prestidigitation to make a non-magical trinket, so I could make something that looks very similar to it, and so you could have a couple of them, and then maybe if they do come at you again, they grab the wrong one.
Oh yeah, so holding around in a hand, whistling, throwing it around.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you hold that one in your hand while the other one's safely hidden away. I don't know if it'll help or not, but I could try.
You can maybe also hide it on Harshnag.
That's a good point.
Well, he lost the helmet earlier.
Ask if he minds.
The first time they attacked, he lost his helmet.
How do you lose a helmet? It's on your head.
Like,
You didn't
Yeah,
strap it.
also-
You forgot to strap it.
yeah. But
Good
how,
point.
how much have Fast like really felt that like against the dragon? What did he do other than tell me to do stupid shit that sort of worked, but still, like he didn't do anything. He threw
I mean,
a
I
rock
can
and it
guard it.
missed. Yeah.
You
As we continue be with the fake dragon tooth, I would like to keep an eye on the two sisters, Briar and Gwyneth, to make sure, like, if look for signs of betrayal. If
okay?
they're like leaving secret marks or seem to be communicating
Yeah.
with someone,
Make
or
a
just
Well,
getting
and-
ready to stab us in the back.
And were those the same people that we saw or that Forgar saw behind her?
Yeah.
For you? All wrapped up in black.
It might be this. He saw wrapped up in black, but you saw people who are wrapped up in like camouflage clothes. But it could be
Okay.
it could be the same. You're not sure.
Or it could be, demons. We've been attacked by demons before.
Yeah.
So, Galen, make a perception check. As you continue to travel along this day, you basically put some distance behind you and you stop for the night.
A 7.
A 7, amazing.
Yeah,
So,
the sun is in my eye and everything, and this cloudy day with no sun in sight. But
yeah. So you, yeah. So you don't see anything suspicious.
they're clearly not trying to betray us.
Of course. So you stop.
Why would they?
You stop for the night, and the scouts are not lighting any fire. They are collecting a pile of stones, and one of them puts his hand on the stones, and the stones suddenly grow warmer and warmer, like a heat metal spell. So you have warmth without like the fire, and they are placing their furs and stuff kind of to prepare to sleep. And obviously you can join in and watch yourself like separately from them. That's fine.
I do think we should all at least take a turn keeping watch, just so we can also keep a watch on
Yeah.
barbarians.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
But one question, can I check with the scouts that are leading the way if they can, if they see any tracks of the guys that attacked us?
so they have been opening their eyes, but they say that they don't see any special tracks.
Okay.
One of them said that he saw like a red cloud just before sunset, but he just said he kind of mentioned it because Peleus asked him to find special birds for him, and he thought it might be a bird, but then he said no, it's simply a cloud.
Okay.
When it comes to let's say Rukvi's watch, Rukvi, you start to kind of doze, and suddenly, without even attempting to, or without even intending to, you fall asleep. And you all dream the same dream. You are lying on the snow, the dome of stars above you, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 women, old crones, crawl from the edge of the from the hills, from like a bush next to you. One of them even flies and lands next to you, and each one of you is approached by this old woman, and this woman is climbing on you and then sits on your chest, and you have like a very hard time breathing. It's and they simply sit on you with all their robes, and Even though they are old and bony, the weight is simply overwhelming. You have a lot of trouble breathing. When you feel like you are going to simply choke, you wake up, but not in Icewind Dale. You wake up in Waterdeep, and the streets are empty, and your vision has a sort of a flatness to it. It's very strange, very unnerving, as if you are, viewing the world using one eye. No depth perception. And you travel the streets of Waterdeep, and you arrive to the tower where the painter is residing. The door is open. You walk inside, and there is something filling the tower from the inside. Think of a spider growing like 1,000 of legs. Each leg is attached to a different spot on the ceiling, on the wall, and this bloated body in the middle. And it's pulsing. And then you can hear a feminine voice saying, "You rang?"
Are we together?
Is it?
Yes.
Okay, so we're all in the stream together.
She's
Well-
the. Is it the voice that cursed us, right?
He of many teeth.
Yeah. He many
Yeah,
teeth.
I say that. Yeah, he of many teeth and bow.
I see that you bow, and I awkwardly join it.
I got a message.
We asked. We were wondering. If you would give us a bit of extra time. We are all hindered. We're all hindered by our promise to you, and we do intend to fulfill. But you might have noticed we have been waylaid, and it will take us a bit of time to return to our current task.
Well, a contract is a contract. There is always appendices we can add.
What do
Oh.
you want?
Such as?
That frost giant you are walking with. A drop of his blood.
No.
Mm-mm.
No.
No.
Sorry. We'll continue to pay the price.
Your choice. Your doom.
And
You're the one who wrote the contract.
do we really need to force us in this way? I already lost my soul. I'm already doomed. Unless we do as you say. There is really no need to slowly kill us so we'll fail in our task. That is, unless of course that's what you want. Do you actually want us to fail?
All I can say is that your travels, suffering, this game you participate in, we all enjoy watching it.
I am so happy that you find enjoyment in our suffering.
Anything else I can help you with?
I'm gonna try something. I don't know if it'll work or not, but seeing as we're in a dream, I'm gonna call on my patron for help. Just kind of not really call on for help. Just tell me this might be a good time for you to make yourself known and exert a little bit of your will into this situation. I want to see if I can will myself to transform while in the dream. Can I change my shape?
Make an... So that's... wow. Make... I don't know. That's a good question. That's a very good question. What's your
maybe?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Maybe Arcana?
Go for it.
If it's a
Yes,
skill
it's
check.
Arcana check?
yeah, it's the equivalent of stopping in the middle of a dream and looking at your hands, like you're willing
Yeah.
yourself to do something in a dream. That's amazing. Yeah, go for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, call on my innate shadow magic. Maybe my patron hears me. Okay, so that's a 19.
Okay, so with the 19, do you remember that I told you that there is a flatness to everything you see? So just above you, a hole is punched in, a hole of blackness, and it suddenly starts to kind of expand. And the creature is looking at it and looks at you and says, "What are you doing?"
And can I change my shape now?
Yes.
I'm not gonna attack her or anything like that. So she's a gargantuan spider.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct? So I want to turn into like a Go ahead.
With kind of millions of limbs.
Right. Okay. I want to turn into a gargantuan shadow hound.
Okay.
Just grow into this epic, huge hound of shadow, and my voice will change to the growly, deep voice of the hound, and I'll just, kind of bask a little bit in my patron's strength, and then just look her dead in the eyes, because I assume she has many, and tell her to leave us alone. We will obey. We will honor the contract, but your meddling isn't helping, demon.
She cringes, and then the hole that is opened above you kind of engulfs the whole scenery and all of you, and then you wake up, like in the middle of the night, all of you. And Enderist, you hold a tiny scalpel in your hand.
Weird, creepy. Okay. I cast detect magic on that mother.
And you all kind of you wake up.
I pee myself.
I'm gonna palm that scalpel. I don't want anyone to know that I've got it.
Okay.
Secrets.
Yes.
Secrets.
So, if
Yes, secrets.
Weird.
I feel like the veins in my body and face will be like bluer now, and I'd be paler after that kind of brush with
I
power.
will go with Anders. Is there something you haven't told us?
By the way, really
No.
cool trick.
Oh,
Thank you. I wasn't sure that it would work. I feel like I owe somebody a favor now.
Wait, that was real?
I don't know. I think it was a.
Yeah.
I feel like we were pulled into somebody's mind.
do we feel any different now?
Like we gained a level?
That's exactly what I feel like, yeah?
You don't feel any different, no. You can breathe.
That was the craziest dream, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Does anyone have any idea what it means? It felt prolific.
I think it was just her way of trying to get more from us,
Yeah.
to try and bend us to her will.
Yeah.
I think she intended on it. Like, she knew that we weren't going to go right away. Knew we would be suffering, and then thought, I'm just going to push just a little bit harder. But I don't think she
Well,
counted on my patron.
You think she planned to teleport us here?
No, I just think she knew that we
Shit,
wouldn't
we
be
get
there right
away.
away. Like, if you follow, I mean, if she's been following us, she knows we don't, like, do things right away. We're all over the place.
Oh, so she knows we're all
What?
incompetent and failed at
Yeah, exactly, right.
We do things immediately.
They've yet to meet a single deadline. Their team changes all the time. they're always out of scope and over budget.
But they keep like coming up with really cool projects.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's a zillion projects that were never completed.
It's an innovation team.
Yeah.
Think tank. We're a think tank.
Fantastic.
With the rest of the night, I'll use rituals, detect magic, and identify on that scalpel.
Okay. So, if at all, you don't think it's magical, but you believe it will cut through a giant's skin pretty easily.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
interesting. Okay. So it's like super sharp.
Like, yeah, super sharp. Exactly.
Do I like know anything about some kind of magic that needed a drop of his blood? Like, I
Yeah,
don't know.
roll your religion check. That's actually a good.
I don't know anything. It's fine. I rolled a 1.
Okay, bro, something with blood. No.
Yeah. I wonder if there's a spell that uses that. I don't know.
Or maybe she just wanted to make like blood sausages. That's a thing, right?
Right. Totally.
She's just cooking. And
Just
you
before dawn, Peleus, Froya approaches you. So everybody are either still asleep or cooking dinner, collecting their stuff, not yet ready to roll out, and she comes to you and say, I'm really worried about my father.
Really? What about him? He seems like a strong guy.
Yes, but ever since he met that witch, something changed about him. I'm a little bit worried that she'll have the same effect on us. But since you can walk in the ways of nature, maybe we should strike first.
No, I don't think that's a very good idea, to be honest. I like to talk to my enemies first before I pass the judgment.
But what if she twisted your mind like she did to our father? Our father was a war hero. He bathed in the blood of his enemies, and instead of killing her, he returned empty-handed with no trophy, with no victory. He simply said, "She will leave us be." And obviously this isn't true. The dragon was a menace. He killed and murdered and slaughtered. Simply words. She just say and it happens. Also,
maybe
she said,
he knows something you don't.
also, I'm
Well,
worried about your pale friend. I think he's in it for something else than helping us.
Oh yeah, we're all worried about him, but we'll get him fixed. That's actually why we're on this journey right now.
If she actually has the power to control people, who do you think is the most dangerous one? Who don't we want her to gain control of?
The most dangerous, except me, you mean? I don't know. The ice giant is probably pretty strong. But I don't know if she actually has the power to control anyone. Maybe she just had convincing arguments for your father. Who knows?
She says, maybe, but I'll keep an eye on that giant. And then she leaves.
Do that. Yeah.
Okay. So the second day of your travel goes without any special event. At some point, Enderist, you had the crown, right? You communicated with the witch once.
Sorry, you broke up a little bit. I have the crown, and I.
You had the crown, and
Sorry.
you got a vision of the witch. So
Yes.
you believe that you are approaching to where that vision came from. The mountain range has started to gain a certain shape, as if these are like rolling hills that become sharper and sharper as the mountain range looms before you, and a couple of those hills seems swollen, as if these are structures covered by ice, like massive igloos. And it feels to you like in one of those structures, maybe the Ice Witch's cave is located. At this point, what?
I'll just tell the group.
Okay. Okay. At this point, you feel as you, Anders, feel as if something tries to contact you.
Okay. I'll be contacted.
Okay.
I'll turn on my walkie-talkie.
You feel
antenna goes up.
Yeah, you feel the presence of like frost around you. It becomes colder and colder, which at first you welcome. You are familiar with this sensation, but then it becomes too cold even for you, and you hear a whisper in your head: turn around, and you will be unhurt.
I think it's too late for that. I think we both know that.
Then she says, they plot, they scheme, they will turn you against each other.
The sisters?
Chaos and evil, darkness and blood.
I assume I'm speaking to Fenner. Say that out loud.
You say that out loud?
Well,
in your
in my head.
In your head.
Yeah, I actually asked that question.
Okay. Make a perception check.
2.
2. Okay. Galen and Peleus. Both of the sisters approach you and point at Anderist, who seems to be, in one of his trances. He's thinking. It's clearly that something is going on there. And they both say to you, she speaks to him. She speaks to him. In a minute he will turn on us. Capture him. Grab him.
No. He's just meditating. Does he act differently?
He's
than
narcoleptic.
He normally does.
He seems kind of oblivious to his surrounding. Both of the sisters and the scouts draw their blades and approach him. You will turn on us in a minute.
I'll step in
will
between them.
I will hold them back. Just with my I'll push them back slightly.
Yeah, no.
We invited you into this with us. We don't stab our friends when they go into weird meditative trance things. We didn't do it when he did it. We didn't do it when he did it. We just don't stab our friends in weird vision.
This is a Wednesday. This happens all the time. He does weird things. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Amazing.
As much as I don't like some of the things he does, we still don't do this.
Andorist.
We wait till he's awake to stab him.
Yeah.
Make a... wait, I'll tell you exactly. Make a wisdom saving throw.
21.
21 is awesome. You believe that that she has cast or she tried to charm you using like her power.
Pretty powerful.
Yes, great power. You manage to kind of push it back, and then you kind of wake up and you see everyone around you basically holding blades, and your companions are trying to push them back. And she says in your head, "Do you see? Already they turn on you. What do you think
Can I speak back to her?
What do you think will happen to your friends?"
Fenner, your father has sent us to bring you back to him.
A fool.
We come in peace.
A fool. I've warned him once not to interfere.
He loves you and he misses you. There must be something in you that feels for him.
Prove you come in peace.
How?
Come to me. Only you, without the sisters. Without her blades. Come to me. And she sends you an image of a cave nearby.
Of which, sorry?
Of a cave nearby.
Mm-hmm. And I think she meant me alone, not me and the rest of the party.
The rest of the party, but without the sisters.
And what of your bear tribe followers? Will they be there to stab us in the back?
Prove you come in peace, they will let you pass. Come, visit me. See the icy heart, and then we'll see and feel who speaks truth and who brings betrayal.
Well, I can't make that decision for my friends.
Speak them. Speak with them.
Okay. So, I'll kind of look around, like, what's going on?
We've got your back, Anders, don't worry.
She wants us, not you, and I'll kind of wave at the barbarians. She wants us to come unarmed, says that if we come in peace, that she'll talk.
You mean you were meditating and wasn't talking with the witch, right?
And then
you were talking with
the sisters kind of explode. You see. She speaks. You convinced him to say that.
She definitely was talking to me, but she didn't convince me of anything. And if you imply that I'm weak again, I'll kill you.
Hey, I turn around. I'm like, all right.
Let's calm down. Paladins here. Everybody calm.
The Forgar telepathically in your head, they only respect strength. They're not going to respect me if I cower.
I'll step down.
She planted
They'll say,
seeds,
back off.
Seeds in his mind. He will trick you. He will lead you to your death. Come to me.
Which one is this? Is this Freya?
Freya.
Or is this
Freya?
Freya? Who's saying this?
Mm-hmm.
Freya, who were the men in black who accompany you, who hide in the shadows behind you? Why are you hiding this from your sister and your fathers? You speak to me of betrayal?
She flinches, and then you can see the scouts are looking at her. But then... wait. But then Gwyneth takes a step forward and says, she looks kind of appalled, and she says, "Sister?" And
Is there any truth to that appalled face?
Roll an insight check.
I got crap.
Yes.
Got
she
an
looks
8.
like honest enough.
Very honest.
And she takes her blade and says to her sister, "So you hired the Screaming Eye." And then she Gwyneth points the point of her blades toward her sister. And the scouts, they look kind of, they are turned between the three, like, you know,
ladies, okay, I get that we have drama here. It's all good. We're gonna talk
Wait,
things
Forgard,
out
this is
like
a
happy people.
family issue here. Hold on a second. Have some of this popcorn as well.
That's right. I'll put my
Well,
icy cold hand on your shoulder, Forgar, and just like that's my calming gesture.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
too much, but it's like just like leave them be.
We cast
All right.
create beer and popcorn.
Summon lawn chair. Yeah.
Summon lawn chair.
Sure. Nice. Can you cast that at second level and get another one for me?
Sure. I'm not gonna smite anymore.
The Ice Witch is whispering in your head, "Tell her I dispatched her assassins."
No. You shut your mouth.
Hey, I wasn't
done
even
enough.
saying anything.
Oops, did I say that out loud?
What do you do? You believe that in like a split second, Gwyneth will attack her sister.
I was therefore like, let's just calm down, put the weapons away, and then talk. Like, we don't need to keep secrets from each other.
He's allowed to break this fight up, and I'm not.
There's no need to attack like family. You don't want blood on your hands. Trust me. It's not.
You'll regret it.
It's not a nice feeling to kill someone innocent.
So
He knows a thing or two about that.
Gwyneth
Like,
looks
no,
at you and says, "She is not innocent. Look at her." And indeed, you see Froya. She kind of she's wavering after Andrist kind of.
Drop
Can I
that
cast this
bombshell.
spell on Froya?
You're asking if you can cast a spell on Froya?
Yep.
Yeah, sure. Roll initiative, and you sure can.
Well, 10.
10. So that's higher than her score. So yes, you can
Oh,
cast
wow.
the spell on her.
So I will cast heightened spell. So that's points. Give her disadvantage on guidance. Not guidance. Sorry. On where is it? Suggestion.
Okay. And say what?
Put your weapons down, or surrender your weapons, and tell your sister everything.
Okay, suggestion. Let's see if it works this way. Tell her everything. 42.
Bro.
Limited to sense and influence the ways you can see and understand your creature that can be blah blah blah. So there must be words and course of action reasonable. It's going to establish.
Your cooking was always terrible.
Like wisdom saving throw.
The shade.
Okay, so wisdom
Your breath
saving
smells
throw
bad.
is in check, and then if it fails, that makes sense. So,
She has disadvantage.
okay, wait. So she rolled a 20 and a 3. So,
Damn.
That was almost close.
so she turns to her sister and then says, she drops her blade, and then she says, "I've hired the Screaming Eye to get rid of our the weakling father that we have." And after she says that, the 3 scouts and Gwyneth attack her. Like stabby.
Whoa!
Like Caesar. A2
Actually-
Brute.
I try to grab one of them, or as many as I
Yeah.
can. She needs to be like in a trial or something.
That's just their try.
Yeah, right.
So
I tell them.
Yeah, I'm gonna let him
I
stab
tell
her.
this guy-
yeah, they simply
I am
kill her.
not. I want to stop it.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
we
want
both try.
to stop it also.
so both of
Actually-
you, yeah.
I'd just like to scream at the other sister to go save her father.
Okay, that's interesting. So
Send her home.
We do need to go get in there alone.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I have this
Where did we even take
urge
them
to
with
do
us?
something reckless.
Do
Should we roll
it.
initiative?
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
So
But it might.
not initiative because they will kill her like easily enough. But roll your dexterity check if you want to stop the killing. Roll
Yeah.
your dexterity checks. You need to
Alright.
beat
To not get stabbed in the process.
Oh, come on.
17.
That's
8.
an 8 for Galen? Like, no!
Yeah.
Stop! Let me just back up and so I don't get any blood on me. Like, don't do this.
So
Corin got a 12.
I will take harm to stop this if need be.
I will slip on the ice and say, no, wait, stop, and then slip and then fall.
My launcher flies out behind me as I move so quickly.
Spill the whole bowl of popcorn.
okay, so
Everywhere.
because Rukvi was fast enough, and because Forgar said that he will take an injury to stop it, you manage to stop them from killing her. But she flees and she screams, like Froya screams, and then she flees the scene. And you manage to stop Gwyneth and the 3 scouts from giving chase. They've given her grievous wounds.
Can I cast another spell?
Yeah.
I swear to God, if you kill her,
I could cast as well. I got bonus action with this spell.
I want to cast Thunder Step and appear in front of. No, I'm just gonna summon my hound.
Okay.
It's a bonus action. My shadows around me erupt out of my chest into a baying shadow hound, and it pursues her, and it will pursue her until it dies, basically.
Okay.
All right.
And
I want to hit you.
And
What?
Quarian, you told Gwyneth to run and save her father.
Yeah.
So she will do exactly that. She looks at the scouts and says, "We have been betrayed. Let's go."
My elk runs up to them, as in like, get up.
Okay. So they leave the scene, unless anyone wants to say something or do something.
Could
Yeah,
two of them
I'm
stay
hit.
around?
What?
Can 2 of them stick around so that we'll be able to get back? We might need the scouts to keep the camp around.
Ah, we're fine.
So she fears that if her sister's plan is indeed to assassinate the king, then they will need every able hand. Yeah, so they take off.
Godspeed.
I'm pissed. I protected you. I stopped them from attacking you, and you went and Anders, you went and attacked her when she fled. She was helpless.
Call off your hound.
I can't.
Yes, you can. You
No, I
can do
can't.
so
I'm
many
curious
things.
what's happening with my hound, though. It's way faster than her, I'm assuming. It's got a speed of 50.
It returns with a piece of her that makes, there is no question that he killed it. Her, sorry.
Well, if it returned, then she's dead.
Yes.
I want to punch Anders right
I wanna
across
s-
the face.
Just
I'm
gonna roll
pissed.
dex- I want to stop Forgar from punching.
I will let Forgar punch Andres.
I'm curious what my shadow hound's gonna do about that. But yeah, okay, give her.
Yeah, PvP, let's go.
Right?
You know, Shadow Hound could be really useful if after
so-
killing an enemy, it would raise it.
Now I'll pick up the popcorn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Does a
Frozen
14
popcorn.
hit you, Anders?
I don't know.
Do you have disadvantage because I'm unhelping
No. Do I have disadvantage?
I don't know. Does he? But no.
So,
Mhm.
once they all take off, she whispers, "Come to me."
Oh, we'll come to you. I say as I like just barely miss
Yeah.
a punch. Fuck.
Okay. Okay.
Forgar, she tried to assassinate their chief. She wouldn't stop there.
She has to go through a trial
doesn't-
in her tribe.
Yeah, that
Who
doesn't
are-
give
who
you
are
the
you-
right to decide who to kill when they do that.
Who are you two to determine what their legal system is, alright? I just
Who are
followed
you
through.
to determine what their
You
legal
stopped.
system is?
They
You
were
know what
gonna
it is.
kill her! They were killing her! I followed through.
That
She was
doesn't mean
defenseless.
they're
Already
obeying the
tried her.
rules.
She is hardly defenseless. She's a
I'm
warrior.
surprised, Anderist. I thought I
It's
knew
like saying
you.
you're defenseless without your... Really? This
Yeah.
surprises you? Of all the things I've done, this is the one that
I'm
got
not
you?
surprised.
What are you talking about?
Everybody, quiet.
You've
I'm
been
gonna walk
submissive.
away. I'm just gonna like start walking off in the direction we were headed.
This is just what the witch wants.
Yes,
Let's all
agreed.
table this discussion for now. You said something about going to the witch. Where
Yes,
is she?
she wants us to come to her unarmed, says it will prove that we come in peace, and she will let us come to her and have a discussion.
I have no problem with leaving my weapons with Harsneck. Including
Ditto.
the tooth. Including the tooth. I don't want to bring the tooth
Yes.
to the witch.
Yeah.
I agree about
Yeah.
that.
Problem for me.
If she trusts us to come in there without help from the sisters, then how can she trust us to go in there with weapons?
I don't know. I think she just wants to kill us.
Yeah, probably does.
I'm not leaving my weapon.
Pretty sure she probably gave you like an image of a cave where there's an obvious trap.
Hmm. Oh yeah, I'm certain that the bear
I'm
tribe is
still
waiting for us in there.
Yeah.
You're walking towards the cave.
I don't care.
Well, we're about to find out if it's a trap, everybody.
By the way,
Well,
why
we
can't
could,
why
wait a
shouldn't
second.
Harshnag join us?
We should have Harshnag.
I think
Yeah,
Harshnag is
wait
part of our party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Harshnag should wait outside with our weapons.
He
And
is a
then
part
he
of our,
can
of our party.
close by, and if we get trouble, then he can storm in and help us.
Maybe we should scout the location if there's a trap or something.
I think you could do that.
Hmm.
I could do that, yeah.
With a witch that can contact minds and see everything.
That's a fair point. She's quite
This is
powerful.
a fair
She
point.
tried to charm me. Remotely. I've never
You
seen
deserved it.
I've never seen magic that powerful before. Not from a mortal.
Yeah, sadly
But-
I have.
Pass without trace. Is a plus 10 bonus to dexterity stealth checks and can't be tracked except by magical means. Okay, so
Yes,
I guess
Ito,
pass without trace doesn't work.
I just want to remind you that I do carry the dragonbone comb that gives me protection from detection and location.
Okay. So, the plan is for Peleus to scout while you are kind of moving in the direction of the cave?
I
Wait,
think
what
it's
does the
better- I think
comb
it's-
protect you from?
Magical detection.
Can you give it to me, maybe?
I believe it requires attunement. I'm not
Let's
entirely
see.
sure. Does somebody
Attunement is what, an hour? Or...
Yeah.
a night?
You have to rub it.
And we
You
can
know what,
double
I'm-
check
An
though.
hour. It's an hour for attunement.
I think you should go then, and I will cast Pass Without Trace on our friend.
What? No. I'm not going in alone. Are you kidding me?
Pass without trace is a self spell. So you can only cast it on yourself.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
making
but,
you and your
we-
companions.
Yeah, but we did that earlier, like several sessions ago, where I went ahead of the party and it didn't work for me because I was outside the 30 feet square
Right.
radius.
Oh yeah, I do need to be within 30 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you think we can
Let's just don't
wait for an
scout,
hour?
Assume it's a trap, and don't scout.
Yeah.
Just be ready for
Really?
it. Like it's a trap. Of course it's
Just
a
sit
trap.
next to me.
Obviously,
or
it's a trap.
or we break for an hour, have a bit of a picnic, get
I am
our
We could.
strength up.
So
And again, this witch could see what was happening. I assume she was
Mhm.
talking to you. You said something out loud. So I assume she saw what was happening here, so she probably knows what we are talking about also right now.
Yeah. She's either watching us right now or she has magic that can overcome that artifact that I carry. Well, it's not an artifact, it's an uncommon item.
Are you still carrying that artifact on your head right now? Are you still wearing it?
Not the crown, the comb. But yes, I carry it on my person all the time.
Well, maybe
Yeah,
you
an
can
afro.
put on the crown and try to see where.
That
where's
doesn't
the
work that way.
Dracula being.
I think it only works that way. Is it once a week, Ito?
What?
To attune?
What do you mean once a week?
The crown. Can I use the crown once a day to as a scrying device or whatever?
I think it was like a one-time effect.
Yeah, that's what I thought, because I was trying to commune with the stone giant.
Exactly.
Okay.
Gods, yeah. Yeah.
But I think it's still the best course of action to scout the location, even if she knows that we will scout the location, right? Because if we scout the location, we know for sure whether there's an ambush or not. So
when you don't return and we assume you're dead, then we know for sure that it's a trap.
It's still a trap.
I will be detected.
Galen.
She might know that he gave me the comb or whatever, but
or we storm the keep.
Galen, you hear a voice in your ear or in your mind saying, "I can scout for
you." Why am I hearing voices now? I don't say that.
New voice, who this?
Yeah. Is this a voice
Lost my phone. Who's this?
Is this a voice I heard before?
No. But it says, "Oh, you know me. I'm you. Just different."
Oh, it's bad Galen. Love it.
Yes.
Goatee Galen.
Goatee
Galen.
Just say
that is happening.
Just say the word and I'll be there. I'll be your eyes. No need to risk anyone.
I'm not sure I trust this.
How can you not trust yourself? Give it a try. What can go wrong?
What can go wrong?
Oh, this is so bad. Okay, I agree. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm not saying anything to everybody. I'm just looking around, really confused.
So, do you remember the part in the movie Doctor Strange when she punched him and then he was separated from? So this is exactly what happens. You kind of split into you and your other you, and he kind of salutes you and.
I salute him back, and again, probably look like a complete lunatic to the others.
Do we see this?
Yes.
We see a second
do we get to see him split?
You don't see the effect, but you see him salute, and then you can see or feel something come out of him and kind of hovers toward where is the location of the Ice Witch's cave.
And again, I'm looking at the rest of the part, again, with this weird look on my face, I think I'm scouting right now.
I use my divine sense to send any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet.
Oh, so there's definitely a fiend involved.
Brookby just throws his shield on the ground. What is going on, guys? What is
you guys are getting
I
don't even know if I can handle this anymore.
This is stressing me out. Stress eating now my rations.
Yes, I think it's the demon scouting for me or something.
Sure, whatever. Yeah.
And she, this voice kind of echoes back to you and says, "I prefer a soulless companion."
Okay, I say out loud. And nothing else. Just okay.
I think if anyone were to look, they would see that Anders is visibly upset right now. He doesn't show emotion often, but he's visibly upset about what's going on, looking scared almost.
Galen is upset for sure. Also,
Yeah, right.
I'm still marching off like feet ahead of you guys. I'm with the party, but I'm making effort to be fuming and grumpy.
Okay.
yes.
So with
I'm giving you your space.
So with Forgar grumpy, with Andorist upset, with Galen revealing that he has a soulless companion, with Rukvi stomping on the snow, angry, what's going on, and with Peleus probably wanting to turn into a bird and fly away.
Yeah,
Yeah, just
I'm not surprised by any of this either. It's like, yeah, these people are a little bit crazy. Yeah,
It's
So,
been coming.
yes.
yeah, I already knew that. So
Peleus is such an airhead in my brain.
Oh, so you mean he hasn't realized any of this? It's not that you're okay with it. It's that it's all flying over your head.
So yeah. So with this, we'll end the session, and we'll meet.
Ooh.
Yeah, we'll meet in 2 weeks.
Is J.R.R still with us, and how is she reacting?
Right.
Oh
Or
my
is
god.
is she just like
Keep forgetting about her.
Is he just like leaning on Peleus, like
Yes.
leaning on her and hugging her and everything?
Yeah, like
Pressing
stroking
him,
it.
like,
That's
yeah.
what
That's why he has no idea what's
Yeah.
going on.
he's paying attention to the affection that he's getting.
No,
Yeah, not the
Like,
party falling apart.
So that's how people normally do around here. Okay, like just be innocent, like this is normal.
Yeah, she's like, this is just like home.
Exactly.
You guys want to go on vacation to Menzo Berenson? It's like so amazing there. You'd fit right in.
Exactly.
Can't wait till she dies. Hate her.
Oh, and one thing, did we lose another max hit point since it was a new day?
Yes, you did.
And I'm sorry for bringing that up.
Stop bringing it up!
Yes, you did. So
Good.
Oh,
good.
brutal.
I had too much hit point. That's fine.
yeah.
Yeah. True, you were overflowing with them.
Yeah, and I'm sure Andres is only down to like 10 hit points now. It's fine.
23 actually.
Oh my god.
That's just one good
Yeah.
hit.
Oh yeah, I know. Why do you think I go
Not even a
invisible
good
all the
hit, to
time?
be honest.
Yeah, it's like a moderate hit from like a CR3 creature.
If you slip, it's over.
Yeah, I know.
You like hit your.
I was worried
shin on
about
the
Forgar hitting
coffee
me.
table and you're out.
You're lucky I missed.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't try and smite me.
You're lucky.
I wasn't going that far. I was just going for.
Yeah, you're lucky that wasn't.
I need a weapon to smite.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it would have been worse if the farmer tried to hit me.
So as
Oh god.
as you kind of fight with each other and talk with each other and throw stuff on the snow, there's still this red cloud hovering above the mountains.
Oh, we're in Canada.
Yeah. Oh my god, there's a forest fire.
Yeah.
Just another day.
Just another.
Yep.
Well, the weather is clearly should have told us that it's Canada.
Yeah.
Like negative.
It's
4
winter.
up here.
Yeah, minus 100 and a red cloud. That sounds
Yeah.
like here.
Here we go.
You know how big the fire is right now?
No, but it's like, I know it's large. It's like a couple hectares at the moment. It's the size of Slave Lake, last I heard.
Not very pleasant. Guys, I have to close it up for today. 2 weeks. And
Okay.
Sounds
and
good.
we'll see.
Yeah.
And we'll see what's going on.
And I enjoyed, and I
Ooh.
I hated the session and I enjoyed it. Really.
Yeah, totally.
God, I love
Ito,
this. I love everybody fighting.
Before you leave, Ito, that fire is actually 100,000 hectares large.
100,000.
100,000 hectares.
Oh, a couple hectares, yeah.
Yeah, I missed a couple
Everybody
zeros.
says.
My bad. My bad.
Yeah.
Oh my
it's,
god.
it's
A
pretty
couple
big.
of magnitudes, yeah.
Yeah.
No biggie.
A couple of zeros is nothing, you know. Zeros.
Yeah,
nothing.
whatever, you know?
2
That's
zeros,
what
still
the
nothing.
zero stands
Yeah.
for, totally.
Yeah.
Guys, have a great
Oh,
weekend. And
You
I
too.
Yep.
will see you soon.
And
You
can
I-
see you in-
and I do know why Anders is totally upset about my new power. It's because he's jealous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the creepy one. I have all the weird powers.
I do appreciate that you guys always assume that he's got the worst intentions.
When
I
you
get
just
it. I
kill
get it.
someone, so.
And we're always right.
He followed through. No, he actually likes you. He's very upset because he knows a thing or two about making pacts with demons, and he doesn't want to see you go down that path.
Yes. Well, my next level is totally going to be Warlock. It'll be
Amazing.
perfect. It'll be perfect for my -1 enrichment modifier.
Yes. But it would be so cool. It'd be such a cool idea. It would be so much fun.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be hearing those conversations. This should surprise me.
Yeah, just
What? Plus 23
just take spells
to
that
your...
buff you.
The metagame is real.
Yeah, I know. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Aldo.